What's going on, guys? Kahuna checking in, bringing you guys another episode of the Mud Roulette series, Redskins versus the Colts. So without further ado, let's get into this game. Now my opponent is going to be starting off with the ball first. He kind of has the Indianapolis Colts theme going on. He has the Colts unis and he also has the 99 Andrew Luck in at QB. So this is my first time going up against the 99 final edition Andrew Luck. So let's see how it pans out. And right there, he's going to throw one right into my user, and I'm not new to this. Let me get that, man. First play of my opponent's drive, maybe second play I would like to say, he ends up throwing a pick. So here we go, going to the screen to my newly acquired halfback Arian Foster, and look at Arian Foster getting it done in the passing game. He was able to catch that screen and take it 20 yards, I want to say, for that touchdown. So now back out comes the Andrew Luck and his offense. He hands that one off to Chris Johnson, not quite the first down. 2nd and 1, going to the play action pass. Andrew Luck looking to scramble, and right there Luke Kuechly is gonna get that INT. Luke Kuechly trying to house this one, but that is just not the case, and Luke Kuechly is going to take our offense down to the 28-yard line now. 3rd and 6 situation. We are going to find Shannon Sharp, but we ended up actually finding his guy. I want to say that's Deion Buchanan, not sure. Yes, it is Deion Buchanan, but we ended up turning the ball right back to Andrew Luck. So here's Andrew Luck throwing one deep, and right then, man, just a bad sequence of events for both of us. He ends up throwing a pick, I end up throwing a pick, and then Glover Quinn ends up getting a pick himself. So that is just really unfortunate for my opponent as we try to get Arian Foster going in the ground game. 5 rushes, I believe that's at 8 yards. So Arian Foster is definitely not doing too much in the ground game as of yet. And right there, we are going to find Amari Cooper, who I sent into the fade, and Amari Cooper was going to get into the end zone. So 14-0, we take the lead 14-0. And right there, Andrew Luck, man, dropped all the way back. So that's going to make it a 3rd and 24 situation. I know the screen is coming, and thankfully CJ2K just bumped into the offensive lineman, because that could have been bad, man. That could have been tragic. So 4th and 18, we send some heat, and we do come down with the sack. And then what do you know, man? My opponent pauses the game, and out he goes. So that's going to be 3 spins for us, because we ended up getting 1 user pick that game, and we also won the game, and we also won by double or more. So let's head on into the next game. So next game, we are going up against the Packers, and look at that. Wow. First play of the game, man. This guy has the 99 Andrew Luck as well. He also has, I believe that is the 4th of July Larry Fitzgerald as my dude Asante Samuel, Mr. Automatic, trying to house this one. One got a beat, and right there, if I did not juke outside, that would have been taken all the way, I would like to say. So yeah, 99 Luck, 97 DeMarco, 99 Rice, 99 B-Jax, 99 Larry Fitz. So this guy's team is definitely a whole lot better than mine. 97 Darnell Dockett, Dante Fowler Jr., Bruce Carter, D. Milliner. He also has Tyrann Mathieu and the 99 Combine, Deion Buchanan, who I need to play with, man, because I had the All-Pro Deion Buchanan, and I mean not the All-Pro, I mean the All-Rookie Deion Buchanan. That guy was an absolute stud for me, so I could only imagine what the Combine Warrior is. And right there, I thought for sure Amari Cooper beat that press from D. Milliner, but D. Milliner just made an exceptional play on the ball, and he's gonna take his opponent to the 32-yard line. So here is Andrew Luck yet again on the 32-yard line, gonna throw one right into the hands of Asante Samuel yet again. Is that Asante's 2nd INT? Jeez, man, Asante Samuel already has 2 picks, and it is only the first quarter, so that is absolutely crazy. This is why I love Asante Samuel. Pause if needed. And right there, I hate when that happens. Whenever I try to juke to stay in bounds, his pinky toe is left out of bounds, and then the refs call it out of bounds. But hey, it is what it is. The refs end up throwing a flag, and that is going to be a flag on Rodney Hudson. So man, that is just really unfortunate. So now we are backed up to a 2nd and 20. I am blocking both halfbacks. I am looking to go deep to Amari Cooper one-on-one, and look at Amari Cooper coming down with the catch. I apologize, because I guess that did kind of look like a face catch. So sorry to everybody who was against face catching. I was just backed up to a 2nd and 20, and I just wanted to go deep, and Amari Cooper was the only person who I had going deep. But nonetheless, that is going to give us the lead, making it 7-0. And right there, my opponent Andrew Luck, I almost ended up baiting that, but I was just a wee bit out of position. But that time I was not. And I was kind of expecting that to be a curl, because he went to the curl pretty often throughout this game. So that time I ended up finally clicking on it and finally knowing what he was going to do, and that was going to be the curl. And I ended up stepping in front of that pass and came down with the INT. Man, Xavier Gooden is definitely not disappointing. He has 2 interceptions from this game and the last game. So 2 INTs for Xavier Gooden. Definitely really nice. But it would still also be nice if I could get a better middle linebacker, because right now I'm still rocking out the base elite Luke Kuechly. and then Xavier Gooden, who then again I'm not really too upset about because Xavier Gooden is an absolute beast. As we get hit with a little bit of lag right now, 2nd and inches, can we pick it up? And thankfully we are, and thankfully Marcus Mariota is not coughing up the ball. So here we go, 1st and goal. Gonna hand this one over to Arian. So we're gonna run a little bit of hurry up offense. 2nd and goal, going back to Arian, and Arian Foster is getting into the end zone this time. And look at that celebration, man. I really wish they would put Arian Foster's actual celebration in the game. I'm not sure what you would call that. It's just like the little where he puts his hands together, then he ends up bowing. And right there you see Asante Samuel, Mr. Automatic. All eyes on Asante. 3 INTs already in the game, and it's only the 2nd quarter. And 1st and goal right there, we are going to end up finding Amari Cooper slanting across the middle. Here we go, motioning my tight end, actually motioning my fullback I should say, but we're going to take this one on the ground with Marcus Mariota. Marcus Mariota is going to pick up a decent amount of yards. I want to say that was 9 yards, maybe even more, as we set up the wide receiver screen to Deion Branch. Deion Branch, one guy to beat. I tried to throw out the stiff arm, but I think Deion Branch's stiff arm rating is a bit too low to get any animation. Right there we find Harry Douglas. Look at Harry coming down with the one-handed grab. I wish he did not get caught up in the tackling animation, because that would have looked so beautiful if he got unharmed, untouched, or whatever you want to say. As my opponent, Andrew Luck, is still fighting, man. Andrew Luck is still in this game. Actually, I'm not sure, man. I'm 21 skunking this man, and I'm not sure who gets the ball back. I think I get the ball back coming into the coming into the 3rd quarter, I should say. So here's Andrew Luck on the 14-yard line, gonna misfire. He's gonna fire that ball out of bounds. So now 2nd and 10. Let's see what Andrew Luck ends up doing, and Luke Kuechly is gonna step in front of that. So Luke Kuechly, man, Luke Kuechly, is that his 2nd INT? No, that's his 1st INT. He got 1 INT in the last game as well. And then my opponent ends up pausing the game, and then he ends up quitting the game. So all in all, we walk out of here with 6 spins. We don't get a 95 to 99 overall player because it was not 6 spins. It was not 5 or more in 1 game. It was in 2 games. So let's go over to the wheel and see who these 6 spins end up landing on. Alright, so here we are at the wheel. Now we do have a total of 6 spins to get to, so let's just get these spins underway. Now for our first spin of the day, first spin was going to end up being number 4. Now this is going to be for spin number 2, and let's see what spin number 2 ends up being. Spin number 2 is going to be number 13, and this is for 3, and we have 3 more after this. So spin number 3 will end up landing on number 9. So these are really nice spins so far. So 4, 13, and then 9. So now this is spin number 4, and spin number 4 is going to go all the way up, and it is going to be spin number 36. This will be for number 5, and we have 1 more after this, and spin number 5 will end up being number 20. No, that is 19, but it was almost 20. And now for our last and final spin, spin number 6 will end up taking us down to number 1. Let's go, baby. Number 1, I don't have to do all that counting. Thankfully, it was not number 40. But yeah, those are our 6 spins. Now let's go over to the auction house and see who these players end up landing on. Alright, so into the auction as we go. So we do have 6 spins to get to, and our closest spin first off was number 1, and then second closest was number 4. So luckily enough, after I click this button, we should be able to see those spots almost instantly. So hopefully those 2 slots can be read. So let's go ahead and find out what they are. What will number 1 and number 4 end up being? Number 4 is gonna be this Jared Cook. Okay, let's go, baby. Okay, my current tight end right now is a Shannon Sharp. Now Jared Cook is 2 overall better, so I can't compare the 2 right now because the auction already ended. But number 1 was also this Brashad Breeland. Now all of my corners are better than this Breeland actually. Okay, I think my corners might actually all be better than Breeland. I'll just make sure one more time. If I like Breeland over any of my other corners, I might consider picking them up. But man, we are already off to a great start. 2 elites in the number 1 and number 4 slots. So let me just write Jared Cook down real quick because he will be getting a spot on my team. Tight end Cook. And after number 4, we had number 9. So 4, 8, and number 9 is going to be this Reggie Bush. Not even going to bother clicking into him. And after number 9, we also had number 13. So 10, 11, 12, and 13 was going to be a 95 overall player. 15 seconds left on the bid. Can I get a bid off? Okay, I can't even get a bid off, but it's going to be a 95 Kevin Williams. Now, 72 speed, 94 block shed, 96 power move. Who is my current D tackle at the moment? Oh yeah, my current D tackle is a Eric Armstead, but look at that power move comparison. 96 to 73. Now I am probably gonna pick up this Kevin Williams and then replace him with Eric Armstead, because, or I should say that the other way around. I'm gonna replace Eric Armstead with this Kevin Williams because I prefer my D tackles to be better in power move, and that is exactly what Kevin Williams is. So we are already off to a great start. We have 2 guys that we can already add to my team. Now after number 13 we had number 19, so 14, 15, 16, 20, and number 19 is gonna be this left end Corey Redding. Man, these spins are absolutely juiced right now. 95 block shed, 96 power move. Who is my current left end at the moment? Now my current left end is a Carlos Dunlap. So yet again, look at that block shed difference. Look at that power move difference. I will be picking up this Corey Redding without any hesitation, man. So we have one more spin, and hopefully that spin could top it all off and be a good position, maybe a middle linebacker, who knows. But what team did Corey Redding go to? Okay, he went to the Cardinals. So our last and final spin after number 19 was number 36. So hopefully number 36 could be a middle linebacker. So this 19, 20, 24, 28, 32, and 36 was gonna be this gold Desmond Bryant. So hey, I'm not even mad at all, man. We just got 3 amazing players. Now let me go ahead and pick them up, and I'll check them with you guys in the lineup afterwards. Alright guys, so here we are at the player lineup screen. Now we walked away with 3 players that go around, so 3 out of 6, 50% chance, or a 50% ratio I should say. So all of our players were on defense. I should say 2 of our players were on defense, and one of them, the other one, was Jared Cook. Now let me just go ahead and plug in the first defensive tackle that we got. So let's just compare the stats real quick. Eric Armstead has 6 better speed, same block shed. Look at that power move difference, which I really like. Also 10 better play rec over on Kevin Williams' side, but Kevin Williams is lacking 8 pursuit, but he has 2 better tackling, and who cares about catching? Okay, 54 catching compared to 16. I guess maybe catching does kind of matter, because you guys remember Eric Armstead kind of got an INT one time. It was like a loose ball INT. I'm not sure if that makes sense to you guys, but somebody lateraled the ball and Eric Armstead was able to catch it. So with 16 catching, I don't think Kevin Williams will be able to do that. But let me just go ahead and plug him in here anyways. And now for our other 2 guys, we got the Corey Redding over at left end, but the same thing over at with tight end as well. Those 2 are just going for a ridiculous amount of price at the moment. Corey Redding, who is a 94 overall, is going for like 30k at the time. There's only 2 of them on the block, and Jared Cook is going for 70 something k when he goes for around 40, 50k. So I'll buy those 2 guys later. I just wanted to get this video out to you guys, so hopefully you guys understand, and I promise I will not forget, because those 2 guys are a key piece, or are amazing guys to add to the team. So I will definitely not forget about those 2. But yeah guys, that is pretty much gonna wrap up this video. So if you guys did enjoy, please be sure to drop a like. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Till next time guys, this is Kahuna, and I'm checking out.